Welcome back to the Pig Trail Show. We're joined by a very special guest. You guys probably recognize him if you're good Hog fans, center Ricky Stromberg, who just got drafted in the NFL draft on Friday, going in the third round to the Washington Commanders. First of all, Ricky, congratulations. How do you feel about being drafted?
It feels amazing. It didn't feel real at first. It was kind of just I was like in shock. But then after it like settled down and I was hanging out with family, like it was the best feeling ever.
And you hung out in Oklahoma in your hometown of Tulsa for the draft, right?
Yeah, I was at my house in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
That
All my
is
family came in, so it was fun.
That is awesome. Okay, everybody wants to know. We saw on social media that the Commanders put out a video of when they were trying to reach you to let you know that they were going to draft you. Now, they had some trouble reaching you. Can you explain what happened on your end with that whole debacle?
Yeah, so I have my so sometimes my phone doesn't receive calls, and it was the middle of the second round. And I had my brother Tim. I was like, "Hey, can you call my phone just in case this works, or in case like because I know this happens sometimes." He's like, "Yeah." He called, it worked. I was like, "All right, cool." And it was getting towards the end of the third round. I saw Washington about 5 picks back on the bottom of the TV, and I was like, "That could be one." Who knows though? Because the draft is so unpredictable. No one really knows. And so I guess they were. So my dad, when it was late, was sitting in his room for a little bit, and he came running out, and he was saying Washington, Washington, but I couldn't understand him because he was saying it really fast. Plus, there was just so much chaos going on. So all I heard was what? I grabbed the phone, and then I realized who it was. So that was really it was real that was a cool it came like this like his because I didn't get the call, so it was like, and I couldn't understand what he's saying at first, so he handed me the phone and he was like, "Hey, this is Coach Rivera," and I was like, "Oh," I was excited, but no, I guess they tried to call me and my phone was rejecting the calls, and then they called the wrong number. And they were like, "Is this Ricky Stromberg?" And the guy was like, "No, who's this?" And then they called my dad, and thankful that I put him down as my secondary number for the draft day stuff because we needed it. So
Wow. So they actually called your dad's phone, and that's the phone call you got.
yeah, my dad said, yeah, they called him and they were like, "Hey, this is the Washington Commanders," and he was like, "No way," and they were like, "Yeah." They're like, "Do you want to talk to Ricky?" They're like, "Yes, please," and then he ran out and gave me the phone.
Well, your dad came in clutch there with putting his number down, that's for sure. Coach Rivera said in that little phone call
Yeah,
that you guys had that it helps to have lunch with the head coach. Can you talk about that and that relationship with you
yeah.
guys?
Oh yeah. So yeah, Coach Rivera he's awesome. He's a awesome coach. He's an awesome person. I met with him in his office when I went on a visit for about like 15 minutes, and then like he came down and there's seating in the front office area, and he came down and he sat with me and another guy was on a visit, and we all talked for about an hour, and then he's like, "Hey, want to go to lunch?" And then we just walked down to lunch with him. We just ate, and then we ate lunch with each other. It was fun. It was really cool. Spent about like 2 hours with him, and he's so cool to talk to. So that was really really cool part.
Is it kind of nice that you got drafted by them having that relationship with Coach Rivera and getting to do that, getting to know him a little bit more than I would say some of the other coaches and some of the other teams that you met with?
Yeah, I would say going on a visit there definitely like it's comfortable knowing because now I know a little bit. I mean, I don't know a lot, but I know a little bit about it now. So I met with some people. I know some faces there. Um, so it is comforting knowing that I spent time with them, and then they drafted me, and now I'm going back there. So,
Anyone you're excited to play with on that team?
oh man, I mean, that D line I got's a good D line. I'm excited to meet everybody on the team. Really, be honest with you, I'm just excited to meet everybody. It'd be cool to be reunited with Ridgeway. Uh, I was talking to him yesterday. I know Scooter Harris out there, Cam Curl's out there. So there's some guys, and there's a guy named Tress Way. He played at Union, where I went to high school. So
Wow.
there's 4 guys out there that I know. So it'll be pretty comforting knowing that I have people I've played with before or knew to be there with.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be exciting to reunite with those former Razorbacks for sure. When do you go to Washington? Have you been to the team? I know you went on a visit, but when do you go out there? When do you get started with them?
Yeah, I go out in about 2 weeks is what I was told. I should get more information here. I'm guessing soon. I don't really know, to be honest with you, but I should get more information here soon. But in the meantime, I'm in Tulsa right now. I am heading back to Fayetteville today. I'm gonna go to Fayetteville. Gonna go, work out there. So just I really just working out and just conditioning, getting in shape as much as I possibly can before I head out there.
Who are you gonna see in Fayetteville? Are you gonna see anybody? What are you gonna you besides working out?
I mean, yeah, my girlfriend lives in Fayetteville, so I'll be, hanging out with her. I'll probably see some friends that they're still on the team that I'm friends with. Um, I'll probably see my friends and those type of people. So
That is so nice. Was it nice to be with your family when the big moment came? I know you were such a family orientated guy. Was it nice to have them around you and celebrate with you for that big moment?
yeah, 100%. Yeah, it was everybody. Everybody here was everybody that I grew up with, my uncles, aunts, friends, like people that were here the front of the time when I was young, growing up through football. It was all of them. So it was amazing to celebrate that moment. It was so much fun. We had a blast.
I mean, you and Drew Sanders, the only two guys who got to hear their names called in this year's NFL draft. I mean, that's a pretty small group of Razorbacks for this year. I mean, was it kind of exciting just to know that, hey, not only am I getting drafted, not only am I getting to pursue my dream, but also that we're representing the Razorbacks and we get to go on to the next level and kind of carry that with you.
Yeah, 100%. Especially, playing in Arkansas, like it's a great place to play. I mean, like you make connections. I mean, the Hawk fans are crazy about their school, like in a good way. So it's always great to play. It's great to carry that to the NFL. Um, to know like there's other guys in the league, played at Arkansas, and there's other guys in the SEC that I played through my 4 years there that I'm going to see again in the NFL. So it's like to be able to represent the Arkansas though in the NFL is going to be great, and to be able to call Arkansas home and be able to come back to Arkansas. It feels like home. It feels like my number one home. So that's why I'm going back today. But yeah, that's gonna be that's good. That's great that I can carry that with me to the NFL.
I love that so much. And one final question for you, Ricky, before we let you go. What are you most excited about now as part of this journey as you head into your pro career and get started with the Commanders?
Yeah, I'm excited about like the routine to figure out a routine for me whenever I get to Washington. How I'm gonna try to model it how the vets are doing, how the guys that have been in the league, you know, 3, 4, 5 years. Like I want to see what they're doing because it's hard to stay in the league whenever you get in. So I want to be. My thing is just really keep my head down and just try to learn as much as possible when I'm there. So I'm really excited about that. Just to just figure out my routine. Meet the guys. I'm excited about. Yeah, I'm really excited about all that. So
Is there someone that you really look up to? I know we talked about people you're excited to play with, but is there someone on that team or somebody on the staff that you really look up to that you're really excited to learn from?
yeah, I mean Coach Rivera for sure. It was really cool. I mean, he coached back with the Panthers when I was younger. They had Cam Newton and all that. So I used to be a Panthers fan.
Wow.
Whenever the Panthers and Seahawks would play, when the Seahawks had the Legion of Boom going on that era, I was a Panthers fan. But um, yeah, I'm excited to learn from him. I'm excited to get to know the coaching staff more whenever I get up to Washington. It seems like a great fit for me, and I'm glad they chose me. So it worked out well.
Well, best of luck to you, Ricky. We always enjoy having you on the show. And yeah, best of luck to you in Washington, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we'll have much more Pig Trail coming up after the break. Stay with us.